In today's gospel, John's disciples talk to Jesus, and they have a very simple, very short conversation, but I think it's really an important one. It seems like it's their search for meaning, and then how Jesus responds to them. It's a profound interaction between the two. So Jesus asks, "What are you looking for?" And they don't really give him an answer. They said, "Where are you staying?" And then Jesus says, "Come and you will see." Very short and to the point discussion. So I think it's important, first of all, to remember that those two disciples, or one of the two disciples, is not named. And I always tell people, if there's somebody in the gospel who's not named, put yourself in that place, and you can take on that character, sort of like the rich young man in another part of the gospel. So we follow Jesus, and it's possible that Jesus is going to turn around and ask us, "What are you looking for?" Well, I think that's really a good question for all of us. What are we looking for? I think maybe it could go this way. Well, Jesus, now that you ask, I'm looking for some answers. That's why we're here. I don't understand a lot of things that happen around me. People are sick and they're dying, and I don't understand why that has to be. There is terror in the world, and I'm looking for some reason how people who profess belief in God can take life like that so easily, but realizing at the same time, Christians have been doing it for a long time. For myself, why did we have to study the metric system when we were in school? Why? Well, Jesus, what are we looking for? We're looking for clarity. We're looking for certainty in an uncertain world. We're looking for joy when sometimes it seems that the world doesn't have a lot of it. Just wonder, will everything turn out all right? Will everything be well for us? If you're the Lamb of God, the Anointed One, the Messiah, second person of the Holy Trinity, I'd really like some answers to my questions. John the Baptist has confidence that you can help us, and that's what we're looking for. The response, the disciples of John say, "Where are you staying?" And I don't want to put words in Jesus' mouth, but kind of have to for the homily. Jesus might respond to them, "I don't stay anywhere. I am always on the move. As soon as I stay someplace, then I'm kind of domesticated. So I will always move, and I won't stay in Jerusalem. I won't stay in Israel. I'll go to Samaria, the place of those unclean people. And I'll go to all kinds of different people who you may not get along with." And so Jesus may also tell them, "I've moved toward you, but so many times you seem to move away from me. You ask where I stay. Maybe you could ask this question, will I stay with you? Yes, I will be there for you. I will watch over you for always." Sometimes, however, it'll seem like I'm absent, like I don't care, like I'm not listening to your prayers. But know that I am moving among you in unseen ways, ways that you can't understand, but always know that I will be there. And so I will be with you until the end of time, holding you in the palm of my hand. And I want you to stay not just for today, or when it fits your schedule, or when it's convenient. Stay with me always. I will stay with you. You and other people will suffer at times. You'll wonder if I'm present or if I even care. But I do care. I am there. Always be confident. The gospel then goes on to say that they stayed with him that day. I wondered if they stayed with him the day after that, and then the day after that, and maybe they tried another day after that. Each day, for the Catholic Christian person, each day is a commitment that we make to God. I think of the married couples. That was the first thing I was thinking of when I first encountered it. They stayed with him that day. If a couple on their wedding day says, "Can we be together 50 years? Boy, that's a tough question to answer. But can I make a commitment to this person today, and then the day after that, And then the day after that, maybe it gets a little bit easier. It seems then that marriage is a daily commitment, a daily decision to love that other person. And we are called also, each and every day, like John's disciples, to stay one more day, to be faithful and confident one more day in the God who loves us. So in this Mass today, maybe we can ask ourselves, what are we looking for? What do we want? And we bring that desire, that prayer to this altar, asking the Lord to look upon that prayer and hopefully grant it in His will and in His wisdom. We bring that intention at this Mass. And then we resolve to stay and to see the end of our journey, knowing that God is always true to His promises. And so that little conversation, what do you want? What are you looking for? Where are you staying? Those questions are really deep for us, because indeed we are looking for so much. The Lord also at the same time will stay with us for always. He promises us that, and we can always be confident, knowing that the Lord will stay with us, sometimes in ways that we cannot see, cannot understand, and cannot feel, but we know always that the Lord is there. And especially this evening as we come to the Eucharist, we know that when we receive that consecrated host, we are receiving the real presence of the Lord. And so Jesus tonight is asking us, what are you looking for? And I hope that you will stay with me always until the end of time.